Baba Adeboye that any kind of drive láti Lagos State, kó lọ Sekiti, kó má gbé security dání. And he can drive from London to Birmingham. He doesn't.
Kí ni nǹkan tó ṣẹlẹ̀ lórílẹ̀‐èdè Yorùbá nísìnyí o, ẹ̀yin ọmọ Yorùbá? Ẹ wò ó, nǹkan ṣẹlẹ̀ gan lórílẹ̀‐èdè Yorùbá o. Àfi kọ́ ló ọba kó gbódùdú wà fún wa. Nǹkan táwọn Fúlàní ṣe nílẹ̀ Yorùbá ti pọ̀ jù o. Ẹ wò, ẹ wá nǹkan fìdílé, Koiki sọ pẹrẹpẹ rọ̀rọ̀. Ẹ wò, màá play fídíò yìí fún yín.
Lekki robbery. Lekki robbery. Olè tó jà nínú Lekki. But there's all kind of robberies around the world because that's always other arguments. Stupid Nigerians will tell you, oh, ṣebí wọ́n jalè náà ní London. Ṣebí wọ́n jalè ní America. At least they can investigate that and we can get to a conclusion. But there are all kind of different robbery. There are robberies that is man-made, which is exactly, I have read the article, so I am just preparing your mind of what I'm about to read because of some of the stupid Nigerians and will bomb bastard olórí burúkú to èpèlè máa gbà lẹ́nu tèmi ẹ ní ìdádúrà ẹ fẹ́ fi ti yín kó bá wa níbi tí a ń pariwo pé divide Nigeria ẹ sọ pé ká keep Nigeria as if Tinubu can fix the security problem in Yoruba land, talk less of the one in Benue State. Only on Sunday, a community was massacred by Fulani terrorists in Ebonyi State. There was a killing of people in Sweden yesterday. The Prime Minister has already been there. Only 11 people, and I use the word only, but these are human beings. 11 people were shot dead by one lunatic in Sweden yesterday. I just picked up the news today. It's of a platform, an international platform. 11 people were killed in Sweden. So that you can understand that death and crime happens across the world. But our own is man-made by Buhari and El Rufai and all the deadly terrorists of Owanole. So to assume that is because we want to save your life from the influx of the terrorist jihadis that we are worried about. What infiltrates what? And some of you have used them as your security guard, which is exactly what has happened in Lekki. What if a Fulani share security? But they were lucky that the next one, so I hope that some of you watching me right now, there were in estate across, you better go and check the kind of, I want to post me guard, the security guard. Some of them are Fulanis. Because you wait until this happen and that happen, and then people will now say, Lekki robbery, man-made robbery. Stupid Nigerians, bomb bastard, everything Kobawa. I need divide Nigeria. Why do we need Nigeria for? What is the essence of being in one messed up country that cannot look after security of the citizens? And they will use Lagos money, send it to Kano. Lagos that is using money from alcohol, prostitutes, cigar, and Kano say, no, we just give us the money. But you can't do all that in Kano because of Sharia. Let's go further. The headline says, and I quote, how security guard freely opened the gate from armed robber. One security guard get it fún armed robber kó wọlé. Can you understand that? And I'm here shouting. People will live in Lekki say, shut up, who is that guy? You disturb us. Shut up. èmi ọmọ rẹ̀ tó ṣe padì ẹnu yẹn kọ́ padì ẹnu yín ni next time tó lè yẹ bá wọlé ó yẹ kọ́ panu yín so that orí yín á pé ta ló rántí bọ̀bọ̀ kan tó pa àtẹ̀gbọ́n yẹn mọ́ ìyẹn tí ó ti Nàìjíríà ti ṣẹlẹ̀ sí that CEO that was jogging that was killed in Lagos State. How many of you remember that story? I'm not sure whether it was last year or the year before. He was jogging, I think on a Saturday. Oh, pardon. How many people remember that story? In Lagos State. In December, 6 beautiful, innocent girls were taken from same Lekki. Bàṣẹ sọ̀rọ̀ báyìí nísìnyí àwọn yẹn wọ́n ti lò wọ́n ti lọ. And people in Lagos State will say, nothing is happening, everything is fine in Lagos State. Okay, it was 2022. The guy was jogging on Lagos Island. On jog, wow, pardon. Bí ọmọ Fúlàní kan tó kọ̀ kọlù tó sọ pé who you are, I'm a CEO, I'm a Lagos State CEO. Talk about with it, pardon. How many of you remember Christmas? I believe that one is 3 years ago. A deputy Keke Napel that was killed by Fulani man in, I think, somewhere in between is Lagos, but where Ikeja axis, Tony Bobo and Salo. That one was a deputy Keke Napel chairman. You Omo Yoruba, but Fulani Lentopa. How many of you remember that story? You think I'm making this up, Abi? You think we are stupid like some of you that were telling you that there is problem in Nigeria? Divide Nigeria, you say we should shut up. How many remember that as well? I'm sure that one was about 3 years ago. It was coming towards Christmas. It is the deputy of Keke Napel in Lagos State, Fulani Padani. Let's come back to this one. This one happened recently. It was posted just 1 day ago. That means yesterday. I picked the news today. Just because of this particular, wind down. The purpose of coming out is because of this. But we are too gullible people. We have tolerated too much from the Fulanis. And the Fulani will destroy you not because of security, they'll destroy the economy. So it's not just about no. Part of insecurity is not having good economy. Because how are you going to run a good economy when there is insecurity in the land? Let's go further. How? Wọ́n ní bí security guard tí wọ́n gbà ó ṣí gate ilẹ̀ fáwọn olè kó wọlé. Ẹ ti mọ̀ pé Fúlàní nìyẹn. Yesterday, armed robbers invaded my estate in Lekki in Lagos State. Àbí ibo ni Lekki wà? Ṣé Ìjẹ̀bú-Òde ló wà? Is Lekki in Ìjẹ̀bú-Òde or Lekki is in Ondo State? Ekiti State. Yesterday, armed robbers invaded my estate in Lagos, not through force. You know that something can happen with force, but this one was not by force because there was a sleeper cell among the security guard. And I have been shouting for 4 years now, every day, about sleeper cells. If you watch my program continuously, you would have been hearing sleeper cells. They live among us, they eat, they marry, they even have businesses among us, but they are sleeper cells. The job of a sleeper cell is to go quiet and live among the people. But in Tomashi, if you one planning. Yesterday, armed robbers invaded my estate in Lekki, not through force or sophisticated planning, but due to the sheer stupidity and incompetence of security guards. through shared stupidity and incompetence of security guard entrusted with protecting the residents while you are sleeping, Fulani will open the gate and they will massacre every single one of you. So what they play. While you are sleeping in your estate, hoping that you have security guard, that security guard is a Fulani man. Go and tell your chairman that every mortal security don't protect you. Go to the box, you better go and check. Just reason the Fulanis may not be actually up to 3%. They're very small in number, but they've infiltrated every part of Nigeria. They're very strong. Ganduje is a Fulani man. He's an APC chairman. So what are you talking about? The closest man to Tinubu that can kill Tinubu anytime. Ganduje is a Fulani man. So what are we talking about? They are 3%, they are 6%, they are 5%, but they have infiltrated up to close to Tinubu. They are moving with Tinubu every day. Ganduje is moving with Tinubu, and he can take out Tinubu anytime. They can kill him anytime if they want to. That is how powerful Fulanis are. So if we say Fulani, you are thinking it's just that Fulani in your forest. No. Ganduje is a Fulani man, full-blood Fulani. And is the next person in line after Tinubu. Shetima, Akpabio, you will be talking about Ganduje, number 4. And is the closest to Tinubu. So you can imagine what they can do for Tinubu. Bí Tinubu ṣe wà ní ìsìn, wọ́n lè pàdánù. That is how powerful they are. But let's focus back to the one we are discussing, which is Lekki. The security guard that was entrusted to protect the resident where this incident happened was actually the one that opened the gate for the Fulani or armed robbers, they call themselves, to come in. This was not just a robbery. It was a catastrophe. Do you know what the meaning of catastrophe? I pity Yoruba people. Continue to say, especially in that Lagos state. Because ẹ̀yin gan gbọ́ ni problem wa. Tàbá sọ̀rọ̀ lọ́ba ẹ̀ gbé lọ́ba ẹ̀ sọ fún ẹ pé ká ṣọ́tọ̀ pẹ̀lú márùn-ún àfẹ́dà lóru. Mọ̀mọ́ mélòó tara mi ti fẹ́dà lóru. If you know the meaning of catastrophic with PHIC at the back, catastrophic, yeah, what meaning if I could understand what I mean? This was not just a robbery, it was a catastrophic failure in estate security that could have easily turned to bloodbath. Ẹ̀jọba sùn rẹpẹtẹ. Èmi jọ possible mo pariwo lójoojúmọ́. Ẹ sọ fún mi pé kí shut up àbí. Ẹni orí mi ò pé mo mọ tí mo sọ. Mo ní kò sí tó ń lọ nínú Nàìjíríà tá a mọ̀. I don't have to be in Nigeria. The news gets to me, or I look for the news ahead. Let's go and give you the meaning of catastrophe. Let's first find the meaning according to the English dictionary.
Catastrophic.
Charlie, Alpha, Tango, Alpha, Sarah, Tango, Romeo, Oscar, Papa, Hotel, India, Charlie.
Catastrophic.
Ẹ̀yin máa sọ pé C for Charlie, A for TASTROPHI. Tó bá sọ pé nǹkan.
Catastrophic.
Involving or causing sudden great damage or suffering. That is what we are experiencing in today's Nigeria. Torí o pé tí mo sọ fún ẹ pé Nàìjíríà òṣìṣẹ́ sọ fún ẹ pé Nàìjíríà máa ṣiṣẹ́ torí pé bàbá Adeboye kí ni kan bàbá Adeboye pẹ̀lú náà tó bá bí bàbá Adeboye dá ẹni káwọn kan drive láti Lagos State kọ́ lọ sékìtì kọ́ má gbé security dání, and he can drive from London to Birmingham. He doesn't need any security. He can't drive because they will kidnap him. Because àwọn Fúlàní wà lẹ́nu títì. Ẹni kì í yá àdúrà tó ń lọ tó ń bọ̀, ẹni kọ́ má gbé security tó bá ń travel. tó bá ń lọ sórí òkè lọ ṣàdúrà ẹni kó má gbé amsi kíni àwọn ìṣe máa lo bible nìkan máa move around pé Jesus is there to protect me and my children and my family and people that àwọn ṣe ń lo security because wọ́n mọ̀ pé there is insecurity in the land ìyá àdúrà ṣe ń travel tó ń gbé security àwọn tó níbọn àwọn ṣe ṣáàjì kọ́ máa gbé bible nìkan kọ́ mú bible nìkan kọ́ máa fi káàkiri but while she's in London she doesn't need security so why is she need this armed men to protect her while she's moving from point A to B? ṣé tó bá wá sí London ṣé ọlọ́pàá ń fi ìbọn tẹ̀lé wọn lẹ́yìn ni ọlọ́pàá ò fi ìbọn tẹ̀lé wọn lẹ́yìn náà so why tó ṣe ń fi ìbọn tẹ̀lé wọn lẹ́yìn tó bá wà nínú Nàìjíríà because kò sí security ni. They are not ready to die. Nobody wants to die. Àbí? Ta ló fẹ́ kú? So mẹ̀kúnnù ló jẹ gbèsè. Do you know that people were kidnapped in Ondo State yesterday? Oh no, bro. We joke too much in that messed up country. Ǹjẹ́ mọ̀ pé people were kidnapped in Ondo State yesterday? Oh, gbọ́ ẹgbà tó ka news lọ́dọ̀ Koiki media tó bá ti ka news lọ́dọ̀ Koiki media yẹn ṣe problem to me. The news is there, it's up to you to go and read it. Àwọn ò lè máa ṣe wàhálà. Our team are writing news every day. I am here coming out every day. We are doing program every day. So if you don't know what is going on around you, that is your own cup of tea, not mine. Ẹni tí Fúlàní bá ti gbé bàbá ẹni -1 ni until tàbá fi délé eléré. Ẹni tí Fúlàní bá ti jí gbé ìwọ tó ò ní sójà tó ń tẹ̀lé ó jẹ́ lọ ṣògùn kó dira kó ṣe yọmú sáré so that tí Fúlàní bá tẹ̀ wà tó wà níwájú mọ́tò tí wọ́n bá wà á kọjá mọ́tò tó wà lẹ́yìn lọ́ máa kidnap. I'm not joking because ìyá àdúrà nísìn òun ní ó lówó láti fi gbé sójà tó ń tẹ̀lé káàkiri ìwọ ò lówó láti fi gbé sójà so ó jẹ́ lọ ṣògùn kó má ní báíbù kan lọ́gbọ̀n wo ìyá àdúrà gan ò lo báíbù nìkan lọ́wọ́ yìí báíbù òran tó wà nílẹ̀ báíbù òran bàbá Adébóyè báíbù òran tó wà nílẹ̀ àwọn méjèèjì yẹn mo nífẹ̀ẹ́ wọn àwọn ní máa dárúkọ lójoojúmọ́ lórí social media because wọ́n gbọ́dọ̀ jáde kó sọ fún wa pé ṣé Nàìjíríà ń ṣiṣẹ́ tí Nàìjíríà bá ń ṣiṣẹ́ káwọn lílo sójà láti máa fi travel from point A to B káwọn máa lọ lásán kó lo báíbù tán fi ṣe prayer fún yín yẹn kó mú báíbù yẹn nìkan kó fi sínú mọ́tò kó tẹ̀lé síwájú pé lórúkọ Jésù Kristi bá ṣe ń lọ kí Fúlàní kó má mú wa. Ẹni kí wọ́n fi báíbù nìkan sínú mọ́tò kó dẹ̀ pé Jésù kó dẹ̀ drive off kí ló ń gbé sójà káàkiri fún nínú Lagos State láti fi travel kí ló fẹ́ fi sójà ṣe kò sí security ni tàwa lọ́dẹ̀ wọ́n máa ń sọ fún wọn pé lórúkọ Jésù ẹ̀mí mímọ́ àti ya mọ́tò yẹn wọ́n Fúlàní máa yìnbọn pa mọ́tò yẹn ni àìmọye tí Fúlàní ti fìbọn fọ́ dírẹ́fà lórí tí mọ́tò ya wọn ní ogbó tó kidnap àwọn èèyàn lọ lánàá èèyàn sì wà kidnap l'Ondo State ìyẹn ni wọ́n ló fi ṣeré mo kí ní Dubai ṣó ń lọ lọ́hùn Ọlọ́run jẹ́ kẹ́ máa ríṣẹ́ ṣe máa rìn ní ìwé yín lọ́hùn. Catastrophic òyìnbó tó le gidi ni meaning catastrophic in tó ṣẹlẹ̀ ní Lekki extremely unfortunate or unsuccessful involving a sudden or large-scale alteration in a state. The body undergoes catastrophe. Tí body èèyàn bá shut down bá lo nǹkan sí sára ẹ̀ kò ní ṣiṣẹ́ mọ́ ẹ̀mí tó bá ti fẹ́ kú. Just like when Yaradua died. Amawuche the Koiki, you are killing me with laughter. Then you know, they are stupid people. We talk about insecurity, they'll be joking with it. In Lekki, day before yesterday, there was a catastrophic incident because failure in the estate security. That failure, I'm not in that estate. If you can't elaborate it and doing the analysis around it, Korea because there is fire on the mountain. Run. And that fire is already across every part of Nigeria. Mukile Consenter wa ní Dubai. My name is Olayomi Koiki. Èní ni ọjọ́ 5 nínú oṣù kejì ọdún 2025 mo kí gbogbo wa lẹ́ẹ̀kan sí. This catastrophic failure in estate security could have easily turned into a bloodbath. Do you know the meaning of bloodbath? They were very lucky. Maybe the next estate might not be lucky. Mokiyawa Oluge. The next estate might not be lucky. This one is lucky. The next one might not be. At 2 a.m., a black unmarked car approached the estate gates and honked, expecting access. The estate gate was designed for security. Mukie, if I go to the case, Sister Minada. They already designed the estate gate in a way that the security guard will not put themselves in the front of havoc. But because there is somebody inside that is a Fulani that has compromised, so it was very easy for them to infiltrate that estate. How? Ebonisi. This happened in Lekki, your own Lekki. Estate to this, Lekki lono ti ṣẹlẹ̀. This was day before yesterday. And kí àwọn kan má disturb mi sí mo fẹ́ gba call mi sí. Let me put this on silent. Mo kí gbogbo alẹ́ nǹkan sí. Wọ́n ní aago méjì lóru, a black unmarked car approached the estate gate and honked, expecting access. The estate gate was designed for security, allowing the guards to communicate with visitors from inside without exposing themselves. That means the estate is conscious and aware of the security, maybe in Nigeria, in Lagos, within their surroundings, to make sure that everybody is secured. Even the guards would not have to come out. Who are you? Taleyin. We are so person. Identify yourself at 2 a.m. But because there is a Fulani man inside that is the sleeper cells that I've talked about, you will hear it now. Somebody joke at me. Le Koiki, mo kàn fẹ́ sáré lọ ṣe weekend in London ní Lagos State. Ọlọ́mọ jẹ́ ká ṣàgbákò. Kó bá yẹ pé estate tẹ́ máa sùn sí. Ní gbòòs báàs ló máa ti ṣẹlẹ̀. Ìwọ tó ń sọ pé kò sí tó pọ̀n ẹ̀ àbí kò pọ̀n ẹ̀ no problem. Ẹnu ẹni gbogbo àjọ wà. Ẹ má mọ̀ ọ́rọ̀ estate tẹ́ fẹ́ lọ sùn tẹ́ ń bọ̀ láti London. This allows the guard to communicate with visitors from inside without exposing themselves. However, the security guard on duty had already compromised the system by doing what they do best, sleeping. What they call sulo. Àwọn tó gbà kó máa ṣe night duty. Nígbà tó bá ti mú paraga, wọ́n ti mú paraga òfò tó mú. Wọ́n ti mú paraga. How are they going to work in the night? What is law? So that means one more estate here, sleep pad. They won't come out so soon. You see, two things. Let's go further. Jolted awake by the sound of the horn. Not on here, but how long did get here? And that is law. The guards began questioning the occupant of the car. One question and the response is, we are SSS, State Security Service. That is always the method. And one boss EFCC, no idea, no ID. I don't know how a country that you don't know the difference between a real EFCC, a fake DSS. Warning, we are here to arrest a drug dealer inside the estate. A good security guard will act straight away and say, okay, let's call the chairman of the estate. Ẹ̀yin tẹ́ wà ní estate, ẹ jẹ́ mọ number chairman and start asking questions before Fulani kill you in your estate. At this point, any trained security professional would have immediately contacted the estate chairman. I don't know whether even those security guards, they have mobile phone. They better about the mobile phone. One lady phone come and credit. That is how worse this country is. Anyone, at this point, people have approached the gate. They have identified themselves as SSS, coming to arrest somebody in the estate. You would expect that the security guard should now move into action, radio, contact the estate chairman. There are so people on the door of the estate. That should have been the norm. You will cry for Nigeria. Breakfast. Everybody. Diaspora tó wà ní estate yẹn ó lọ́kì tó fìbọn fọ́ lórí. Ẹ máa sọ fún mi pé tìdí London lẹ́yìn gbé kan wá sílé fún ẹ̀ǹkan lẹ́ẹ̀mejì àbí kinní kan. Ìjọ tẹ bá wálé yẹn náà ọlọ́mọ ẹ̀jẹ̀ kẹsà àgbákò rí eléyìí ẹ jẹ́ ya ṣàmì. Yẹ fi fóònù lé mi mo wà lórí program, okay? Má fi fóònù lé mi o kàn pé. Mo wà lórí program nísìn. Àsọ̀rọ̀ níta. Let's go further. At this point, any trained security professional would have immediately contacted the estate chairman or the estate manager or the chief security for verification. But what happened instead? One of the guards, in an act of mind-numbing stupidity, decided to open the pedestrian side of the gate and approach the car with nothing but a torchlight. But because one of them has compromised. Let's see. That was all the robbers needed. They pointed their guns at him, dragged him inside, and proceeded to round up and tie up the remaining two guards. Àwọn mẹ́ta wà ní duty. Àwọn èèyàn wá sẹ́nu ọ̀nà. Wọ́n tan on ẹ ti sùn ẹ wá tají. Wọ́n wá náwọn làwọn ní DSS àbí SSS. Àwọn wá mú drug dealer nínú estate. Okay. Then the next thing is do verification to confirm truly that they are SSS. SSS have the right to go and arrest anybody if they believe that there's a crime that somebody has committed. But rather, because a sleeper cell ó ti wà láàrin àwọn security guard òun ló fún wọn ní inside bó ṣe máa wọlé. With the main gate now wide open, you imagine that how many influx of Fulani can go. Sherry, this is sọ fún yín pé ẹyẹ sùn àsùnpara yìí tẹ́ wà nílé nísìn. Imagine if that is how they will kill everybody in that estate. These are the same people that invade military barracks for 2 hours and the military cannot respond. Imagine the estate. Wàá pa àwọn èèyàn dànù sílẹ̀ nílẹ̀ wá. Sophisticated weapon ló wà lọ́wọ́ wọn pàpàpàpàpàpà pa àwọn èèyàn rẹpẹtẹ. Ibi táwọn èèyàn bá dẹ̀ ti ń jáde pé ẹ gbà wá o táwọn èèyàn sáré jáde bá wọn máa yìnbọn pa àwọn èèyàn ni. Ọlọ́run ní jẹ́ kó ṣẹlẹ̀ nílẹ̀ Yorùbá o. But ó ń ṣẹlẹ̀ tí gbogbo wa ń rí báyìí o. Koiki ló stupid, Koiki ni kò níṣẹ́. Òun ló ń pariwo ló ń dẹ́rù báyìí. You think Sanwo-Olu cares about how many people will die? Kí ni kan Sanwo-Olu? Idiot all over the place. With the main gate now wide open, what do you think they will do? People that just needed the gate to be open in the first place, now the gate is wide open. The other two security, they don't tie their hand. Put them on the side there. And the robbers drove in. Free, like, they just drive free. Nobody to stop them anymore. And they packed inside the estate and began going from house to house, robbing freely while the residents were far asleep. And tó bá ti wọnú ilé ẹ̀ ṣèbí kọ́ dé lọ́wọ́ ni á dé lọ́wọ́. They started robbing. This happened in Lekki according to this person that posted it on LinkedIn. Ẹ̀yin ò ní LinkedIn, so this is how I have to bring you the story. Mo sọ fún yín pé èmi international news platform lèmi. I go around and say, ẹ mọ̀ kó mo sọ fún yín láàárọ̀ pé I will bring something back for you in the evening. Ní náà tó tó. Even if it's this alone that we'll analyze for tonight. But their luck run out when they attempted to break into a house where a mobile police officer resides. Luck, Abi, okay? I hope that there will be more luck next time. Hearing suspicious noises, the officer demanded identification. When there was no response, he cocked his weapon and opened fire. A military officer saved the day. They might not be lucky another day. You can see why insecurity has gone down in every part of Nigeria. That sent the robbers scrambling. They fled, jumped into their car and escaped. Miraculously, no one was killed, injured, or even kidnapped. But let's be clear, this could have ended in multiple deaths. If you call them also, this is what I'm reading. I'm not making this up. And this could have ended in multiple deaths because there's a sleeper cells among us in Lagos State and every part of Southwest that we joke with. Now, the brutal lesson: security is not a joke. The brutal lesson: security is not a joke. This should serve as a ruthless wake-up call to anyone hiring security guards. Many so-called security personnel are nothing more than glorified gateman whose primary skills involve saluting, opening the doors, collecting tips. They are not security professionals. If you are hiring a security firm, do your due diligence and check if they have a track record of preventing crime and are properly trained to handle threats. Do you know the meaning of that? Threat. Ṣẹlẹ̀ ìtẹ́ wò mí ní Lẹ́kí, tẹ máa ń yín mú sí wa pé àníṣẹ́ ikú máa pa yín níjọ́ kan. Ikú tó fẹ́ pa yín tá à ń fẹ́ yanjú pé kó má pa yín, ó máa padà wá pa yín níjọ́ kan. Ikú yẹn ń bọ̀ wá pa yín. Gbogbo ẹ̀yẹ́ ìgbé ní Lẹ́kí ní Banana Island. Fúlàní máa paṣẹ́ gèsì gbogbo yín lára. Àárín àwọn Fúlàní lẹ́yìn wà. Àárín wọn lẹ́wà. Wá ti pa yín dànù àwọn tá jẹ́ táwa ní mainland. Àwa máa ti tètè escape. Ṣẹ́yìn táwa ní Banana Island nìkan. Wá pa gbogbo yín dànù. Because these are blood-tasted people. Continue to say your house is secure. It's secure, but the sleeper cell will open the gate. They don't need any key. Security is not about opening and closing the gate, but about preventing unauthorized access at all costs. Security is just close the gate, open the gate. Security. Saudi Arabia, you are a Muslim. Let me tell you how much. This is another international news. Saudi Arabia budget. That is what the man is saying. Let's hear him a little bit from here. Also, there's a video. You think I'm making this up? Anytime I look at Facebook and little video here, I don't know whether I can download the video and send it back to myself. Let me see if it's going to allow me to download the video. I don't know. I mean, I hardly download video on, but for now, let's just hear what the man needs to say, wants to say.
Yesterday, armed robbers came to our estate in Lekki around 2.
Nisuru. Mo fẹ́ káwọn èèyàn gbọ́ dáadáa. Nisuru, armed robbers came to your estate. Kí ni ká wá ṣe sí yẹn?
Came in a black car without plate number. The securities were sleeping. Instead of them to actually check out what was going on, they started asking them who they were. Those ones now said they're from SSS or CID that they came to our estate to arrest an armed robber. Now, instead of these ones to now doing, if not,
We play too much. We are playing with our lives in Nigeria. You think Nigeria care about your life? We play too much. Because we're expecting one miracle to happen. You had it. All the analysis I've done, I think, but 10 years of it. Thank you so much, sir. Allah Fisher showing. Now, let's come back to Saudi Arabia. In a bold display of military ambition, the Saudi Arabian government has ramped up its defense spending to a staggering 78 billion US dollars, about 346 RM billion in this year, surging past last year allocation of 75 billion. Last year was 75. This year they are spending 78 billion. Kí ni population wọn ní Saudi Arabia? Saudi Ọlọ́run máa jẹ́ kí ti wá ta o. Ọlọ́run jọ jẹ́ kó dùn yìí kó jẹ́ ọdún ìdùnnú fúnlẹ̀ Yorùbá o. Ọbẹ̀ ni gbogbo ọ̀nà náà tá a máa fi gba Yorùbá yìí tá a máa fi gbára wálẹ̀. So gbogbo population Saudi Arabia kò tẹ̀ tó dájú Yorùbá people. Minus half-blooded and non-blooded. Èwo tún ní half-blooded. Okay, àwọn immigrants. Ṣé pé àwọn immigrants tó tún jẹ́ púpọ̀ tó yẹn? Are you not shocked? Wọ́n ọ̀pọ̀. 30 years ago, there were less than 50 million with so much of wealth. Imagine. Ọ̀rọ̀ yà bí mi. No, any sùúrù. I think something is not right. Ṣé 37 million ni wọ́n lóòótọ́? Gbogbo population Saudi Arabia. And they are spending 78 billion. Kí ló ń lé wọn? Àwa nìyẹn. Tó ń dùn yànmùyànmù kókóró lọ fún mi nígbà. Àdúgbò fọlọ́. Okay. Okay. Yeah. So, if this country, Saudi Arabia, is 37 million, and they are spending a staggering 78 billion dollars for security, kí ni wọ́n protect? Why are they scared? Kí ni kan tó wọ́n ṣe? Ogun ń bọ̀ lọ́dọ̀ wọn ni. Are they worried of something? We are 200 million. How much is the budget for Nigeria security? And is the budget used for the purpose? Àbí wọ́n jí mọ́ra wọn lọ́wọ́? Ẹ jẹ́ ká lọ wo passport wọn. The passport index or passport ranking of Saudi Arabia. How strong is Saudi Arabia passport? Saudi Arabia passport is ranked 57. Is visa free? wọ́n fúnyàn ní ìwé ìlú wọn. Ẹ ti sọ bẹ́ẹ̀ ni bẹ́ẹ̀ ni. Yeah. Àgbọ́yé. Okay. Àgbọ́yé. Timothy, okay, brother me. Thank you, Jesus. Àgbọ́yé. Oye. Mo gbọ́ yín, mo gbádùn yín. Bẹ́ẹ̀ni. Yeah. Okay. Ogboye. Àgbọ́yé. Okay. Ada, ẹ ṣé gan ni. Ẹ ṣé gan ni. Thank you very much. Bẹ́ẹ̀ni. Ẹ ṣé gan ni. Mo dúpẹ́. Ẹ ṣé gan ni ìyá wa. Waris Jinadu, Ọba Saudi, Ọba Qatar, Ọba Kuwait, Ọba United Arab Emirates, Ọba Morocco, Ọba Bahrain, Ọba Oman are all Arabs independent kings. Same should apply for Yoruba Ọba. Too much Obas with no Yoruba land. Ní land. Mo kí bàbá mi Nurudeen. Ake Moyede mo kí yín. Imagine again from Waris Jinodo. Bahrain, an Arab Gulf country, less than 1.5 million. Yoruba is enough to stand as a nation. Dizzy man say 15% prayer, 85% smart war, like the West. Bahrain, an Arab, is less than 1.6 million. One Bahrain equals to $2,600 US. Owó Bahrain is 3 times the US dollars. Owó Bahrain is 3 times than the US dollars. That's why America don't joke with them. Mo kí Johnson. Mo kí gbogbo ẹ̀yin tẹ́ wà ní United Kingdom. Mo kí bàbá mi Ọláyíwọlá Àlàní. Wọ́n ní ẹ kú ètò ọmọ Yorùbá no going back. Mo kí brother mi Waris Jinodo. Ìyá wa Grace Olúṣòótọ́ ẹ káàbọ̀ sórí ìkànnì náà. Àfojúpa ẹ̀yin olólùfẹ́ wa tẹ́ nífẹ̀ẹ́ Yorùbá. Ẹ̀yin tẹ́ wà lórí Twitter space. If you send a request, I can bring you in. Tẹ́ bá ní tẹ́ fẹ́ bá wa sọ. Mr. Ṣẹ́gun mo kí Alàgbà. Mo kí Yorùbá Freedom Adams brother mi dáadáa kò ní bàjẹ́ fún ẹ. Ẹ má yẹ kí a ṣèrèwẹ̀sì. Ẹ jẹ́ ká dúró tán gẹ́gẹ́ bí ọmọ akọni ilẹ̀ Yorùbá. Wọ́n ní Yorùbá kì í ṣojo. Mo kí ẹ lẹ́ẹ̀kan sí Azeez Gbadéṣeré brother mi ní gbogbo Miami. Dizzy man says the Yoruba nation embodies a profound circular unity, harmonious existence that celebrate our cultural existence. Mo kí brother mi Akínládé Olúwa Fúnmilọ́lá. Mo kí gbogbo ẹ̀yin tẹ́ ń bẹ nílẹ̀ Yorùbá lọ́wọ́lọ́wọ́ pé a kú àfarati, a kú ìrọ́jú. Mo kí brother mi bàbá mi Samson. A máa jọ délẹ̀ lérí ẹ bá ń ṣe àmì ẹ̀. Ó lè dàbí rọ́ lójú àwọn kan àmọ́ ìtàn fàì mo náà máa fàdé lẹ̀ ilẹ̀kùn tá ń kàn yẹn mo ní tó bá dé stage kan máa fi pàjá. Mo kí bàbá mi Ẹ̀dùn Yusuf Abiodun. One, that is the kind of style we should initiate when we get to our nation. There should be no permanent citizenship. I'm not anybody in citizenship. Arabs don't give citizenship to anybody. Anybody. You can go there and work, but you're not going to be given any citizenship. They will only give you a permit, like what they are doing in Turkey. Àfi tó bá fẹ́ ọmọ wọn, ó dẹ̀ máa ti ṣe wàhálà dáadáa kó tó gba passport wọn. Many countries around the world will not give you their citizenship. Biafra máa lọ, Yorùbá máa lọ, Hausa máa lọ, Middle Belt máa lọ, Nigeria will break by fire by force. Peace or by pieces, war by or no war. Ìkànnì méjèèjì ni. We pray that it can be done without bloodshed. But pé you think that you can go to Ojuelegba and buy freedom, it doesn't work like that. So we must prepare, especially this year. We can't wait for the politicians to continue to deceive us. They are liars, bloody liars. Olórí burúkú ni gbogbo wọn látòkè délẹ̀. 101 people are watching. Only 59 of you have thumbs up. Especially, we had to bring back the live broadcast on Koiki Media. So to encourage us, just help us to thumbs up. We're not getting paid for that, but we appreciate those of you that are contributing your comments. Àfojúpa yín rẹ. Mo kí Mr. Friday Godwin. Mo máa kí ẹ̀gbọ́n mi lẹ́ẹ̀kan sí Ògúnlẹ́tì ní gbogbo Dubai. I pray to be in Dubai before the end of this year. Mo kí Martins. Mo kí bàbá mi Prophet John. Mo kí Collins. Mo tètè rí ẹlẹ́ǹkan má bínú brother mi dáadáa. Èèyàn ti Koiki Media, èèyàn torí olóyìnbó. Mo kí Mr. Adeboye. Mo máa kí lẹ́ǹkan sí Engineer Stephen Kọ́láwọlé. Mo kí Mr. Sanusi Abbas. Sikiru Alani. Mo kí ẹ̀ńtẹ́ wà lórí Instagram. And those of you on the Facebook. John Danny. Mo kí ẹlẹ́ǹkan sí. Subscribe and click the smash button back to back on Koiki Media. Mo kí Abdullahi. Mo rí ẹ Ọlákúnlé brother mi dáadáa. Mo kí ẹ̀yin ọmọ Yorùbá pé àwa ṣì wà ní Áfíríkà. àwọn ń ṣàwọn tó máa sọ fún yín pé máa báṣẹ́ lọ Ìgbòho máa báṣẹ́ lọ awọ yẹn irọ́ o. A ní bàbá Akíntóyè máa báṣẹ́ lọ à ń bọ̀ wá bá yín àdẹ̀tidé. I'm still in Africa and I'm not going anywhere yet because I'm still going to few African places apart from Kenya. I don't trust Kenya because I don't want to be kidnapped from Kenya. Just like the kidnapping in Americano. I've been eating this nice, this one now we go package them properly. It won't be inside all this plastic bag. Package them for Yoruba Nation or the Yoruba Republic. And the diaspora, what is on ground is different from what is on the ground that you are watching from back in US and America, in Canada, and UK. I am on ground. We don't sit abroad and say we're going to do it like this. Anybody that wants to do anything must follow Baba Akíntóyè template. If you can't follow Baba Akíntóyè template, go and set up your own and let's see if you can get the country. Tó o bá ti lè follow template Baba Akíntóyè, you are not part of us. Ẹ̀ẹ́dẹ̀ lè dàgbà. Ẹ̀ tó bẹ́ẹ̀. Mo ní Ìgbòho òòṣà. Ìgbòho tí bá ní Ìgbòho òòṣà. I'm not going to Kenya. Kenya that kidnapping American. They have no respect for human rights. It's awful. I can't go to Kenya. Even if my spirit say go Kenya, I don't have any business in Kenya. I've been to Togo. I'll be in Cote d'Ivoire very soon. And I want to go to Ghana. And I'll visit my hometown at the appropriate time. And Koiki, you can't come back home. Can't come back home. You stay in London. You're shouting Yoruba Nation. We are home now. Monkey president alone for looking after Baba Akíntóyè on our behalf. Benin is a beautiful place. I need to visit some few places in Benin. I have no business in Kenya. Kenya is a terrible place. I'm not going there. So insecurity is not something we should joke with. Kenya is full of Fulani, according to Bishop Adesina. So we are not going Kenya. We will remain in between Cotonou, Ghana, Togo, and also Yoruba land. So let me start ending the program, and if I have strength, we'll go listen. We can come back and do a late night. The purpose of this program was to focus on insecurity, and I hope you have learned one or two things. But when I keep Baba Akíntóyè, I'll pass your message. Tell about it, Baba Akíntóyè. Am I worried? Okay? Go and follow and do your own thing. Baba Akíntóyè is our leader, and the only leader for Yoruba Nation. And we told him that we will be with him shoulder to shoulder. I will not just London come up Yoruba Nation. No. I've lived there for 25 years. If they call for rally and I've returned back to London, I buy ticket, I'm coming back home. I've told you, we are coming back home. So, I can end program here. So I come out to 2 hours. I'll be back again for our late night broadcast. That will be probably late. Okay? So, Moki will wait here. And on Instagram, I'm not going to come back. Shout out to you all. Love you all. Enjoy the rest of the evening. Mugbado cocoa chips here. Fresh. No place like home. Ama Uche. Fulani is never a citizen of the zoo country called Nigeria. Benin. One man say, Mamani, end of this month. I got a long down here. I'm asking Mamani, end of this month. I got a long. So, I'm asking Mamani, end of this month. Moki Grammar Comfort Adeleye Clement Moke Biafra. May God help us with Nnamdi Kanu and Simon Ekpa. I've missed Simon Ekpa too much, but God is in charge. We have no problem with Biafra. Okay? We have no problem with Biafra. So don't let all these Yoruba ronu, all these bomb bastard Yoruba, don't have anything to do with Igbo people. Shut up your mouth. Who are you to tell me not to have anything to do with Igbo? And lepa bi sugar àwọn àtàwọn Igbo tó jẹ́ bí afa ni o. And lepa bi sugar. But we're not going to tell you everything on the social media. If you like, commit suicide. But I'm saying that is your own cup of tea. We need everybody to come together and fight this monster called Nigeria. So we should get in. Housemaid employed in January flee with box of valuable. I'm just saying that on Linda Ikeji. Because you employ people that you don't know. This one is 56 minutes ago. This January, they say housemaid Omodo at Otisalo Pelu, box of valuables. Because you don't know who you are employing. Arantashi's on here, insecurity. He's here, look at it. They capture her on video. You can see. She has run away with the valuable of her organ. You can see it here on Linda Ikeji. Continue to say make her they play. Can I just enter UK and nobody will know that you are there? They play. Adura Wagbao and Sheila some plan B Moki Muboyin. Thank you so much. Moki Dizima 123. I love you all. And we'll be back later on for more education and awareness. Security, do not joke with it. Koiki Media, bringing the world closer to your doorstep. Moki Mubo Koiki Media team, Ganolo Ede Moki. We work on my mic. Maybe I might have to buy another one because we're having problem, in the last few today I believe, with my audio coming into the laptop. So Beama Nikobamiwa is another mic to Mamalu. Mokini Bugwa Bijo Patapata, Moki Shakiru, brother Miaziz, Moki Oloye, Moki Baba Kikoye. And on that note, I gotta go now.